Hey, Russ from Find Pigtails. Today we're going to do a depin repin video on one of our more common connectors, so stay tuned and we'll get started. Let's go ahead and do a depin repin of Y11A1, another one of our very common connectors. It is a horn pigtail used on Lexus, Toyota, Subarus. I'm sure that you recognize it. Some of them actually you'll see, and just kind of as a side note, you're going to see them with two wires sticking out of one connector. If you ever are ordering one and you know that it needs that, you can always put that in your order notes or email us. If you're chatting with us, just let us know that you need the one with two wires. So they come either single or two. What that is it usually is looping over to the other horn. But if you order it just normally, that's the way we would send it. And you could tie them together, the wires, 2 to 1 from the factory. But I'd always recommend requesting with us to add 2 in, just to make it a little easier for you. It's not like the horn's running all the time, so it's not crazy current, but still, why not have it original if you can when you're doing the repair? And that's kind of where depin repins come in. If the wires aren't damaged, then you can do a depin repin. These are funny. These always kind of irritate me, so I'm going to have a good time. I'm sure you get a good laugh trying to watch me depin this thing on camera, trying to show you at the same time. But the yellow lock needs to be pulled out first, and it really kind of comes to a secondary position and stops. I do like to pull them all the way out, but it usually damages a little bit. It can still be reused. It doesn't hurt it, but you would notice kind of a little bit of where the yellow has been kind of pressed down if you pop it all the way out while the pin's in. So I may have to go off camera or just kind of angle it away from you so I can actually see what I'm doing, because again, it does get kind of stuck. It's got a very good catch built into the housing, as you can see. And you won't always know this, of course. We know it because we're sitting here, right? There's no catch built into the terminal like some of ours that we've done videos on. The catch built into the connector falls right behind that terminal. So it literally, as you're pushing in, that catch falls right in position. So we have to slide in, lift it up, and then pop out. So let's pop our lock up. I may need to come around from the front probably. Oh, no, there we go. It actually has this little groove in the middle of it. So you can see that here. And so sometimes I'll kind of get under it from the front and pop up. But so again, I'm gonna look at it real quick just to check my orientation. All right, so I know since that's catch slides in between where the two little humps are, right? So I'm going to slide down in between those, and I'm going to actually pull away. I think I'm going to have to step up my screwdriver. Let me wrap my hand like I always do. Probably have to step up my screwdriver, but I'm going to try it real quick. All right, so I'm pushing that catch away from the terminal, and I'm going to pull down. So that one worked pretty well. Admittedly, these are original OEM, brand new, right? So you're gonna have your best chance. But that just slid right through there. I bent away. That picked the catch up off the terminal, and I was able to remove it. So you have depin connector. Of course, if you're wanting to use our housing with your original wires, anything like that, or just want to depin it for whatever reason, doing something else, maybe not even replacing the connector, these techniques can be used on a bunch of different connectors that we sell that maybe you have, and so you can kind of apply it across the board. Take little parts of each video that I show and helps you on other connectors basically. To put it back in, so what we can do first, I'll actually try to put it in backwards so it stops, won't go any further, right? Obviously there's no way to do it sideways. So I'm looking down in there. You're not going to be able to see it probably, but there it is. Let me put my finger in front of it a little bit. There is the hump right there. That's the catch on the inside. So the two little grooves right here, right, or the single groove from the two humps from where they roll over the terminal, slides right in, locks in position. Once that's locked in, push your yellow catch down, and it's good to go. Again, this one can be a pain, especially for non-brand new connectors. So one on the car is probably a little more annoying. You can always step up your screwdriver size. We do have these on the website. They're incredibly cheap, but we use them all the time. And I say cheap as in they just don't cost a lot. It's incredibly thin metal, right? So eventually you're going to break it, but you just buy a set again and you'll be good. Obviously we do have the depin tools that we sell. For this stuff, we use the small screwdrivers. Our specialized depin tools that we do offer for other connectors, which without these it's a nightmare, but we sell these as well. So I wouldn't use these on this particular connector just because of the nature of the way the locks catch. But that's it. That's a depin repin of Y11A1.